Hello, we are live. Hello, and welcome back to the Real Voices, Victories, episode 105, the podcast where real stories spark inspiration, courage, and transformation. I'm your host, Samana. Joining me, as always, my amazing co host, Jaya.
Hi everyone! We are so excited for today's episode because we are diving into a story that so many women can relate to. It's about balancing career, motherhood, finding identity, and the desire for more time and financial freedom.
Yes, and today we have a special guest joining us. She's a pharmacist, a devoted mom of two beautiful girls, a digital business owner, and someone who truly embodies courage and reinvention. She currently lives in Oregon, here in the US, but she is originally from Indonesia, and her journey
Yeah,
is nothing short of inspiring.
thank you.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast, Maya. We are super excited and happy to have you here.
I'm excited too. So I'm honored here.
Thank you. So, Maya, do you want to introduce yourself in a short introduction?
Yes, yes. Thank you so much again, Jael and Samana. Thank you so much. And you guys have inspired me through my journey here, my business journey, because we all here based on community, like support each other. So I'm so blessed to be surrounded with positive people and successful people like you guys. And I'm here to share my story. My name is Maya. I'm a mom of two young kids. I have two daughters, a 9-year-old and 5-year-old. Actually, 6-year-old just turned six, and then 9 to 6, and then yeah, and also I'm still in the pharmacist career, but before I was a pharmacist manager, but not anymore because of this business. But yeah, I'm still working through my career and do this business, and also present mom to be my for my kids.
That's
Yeah.
amazing, Maya. So last month you hit the huge milestone. So congratulations for that. I'm so excited for you. Yes. So looking back, what was the moment in your pharmacy career when you realized, like you needed something more, something beyond your traditional career?
Yeah, I mean, it was not just like it's not like dramatic moment. It was just like thinking about myself like one night, like every moment, like every day, like I went out to my job early, and then because when the retail pharmacy here in the US, especially during COVID, I'm the only one like the pharmacist on the show and also a manager, so I don't have anybody that helps me, so I have to be in the spot like early and then come home late, and that's 12 hours, sometimes like even more, sometimes on the weekend, like just one day, like is this kind of life that I'm gonna go through for the rest of my life? I don't think it's worth it. Like I just thinking myself like, oh my god, I miss so many milestone, like I don't see my kids. What's the point of I'm working? I
Yeah.
go to school for so many years. Pharmacy here is many years, like it's like a doctorate degree here, and then 8 years, and then good pay, but I miss those things, like those moments. Like I'm happy because I do everything by the book, like career and everything, but I'm not happy because I miss those. Because that's the reason we work, right? We work for our
Yeah.
kids, for our family. So those things that really, really makes me like I need to do something different. But I know I have to do something different, but I don't know what was it. Like, yeah, like I cannot just do another job and the income is not what I want. I want to get my time, but not sacrificing my income. And I'm glad that this is the answer. And yeah, everything's changed after I decided to start this. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Maya, for sharing how and why you started this business. And like our followers, I'm also very excited to hear your journey. And I also wonder, like, how did you do it? Like, you are a full-time pharmacist, you are a mom of two kids, and still rocking this business. You have your team. You are leading your team as well, and that really inspired me. And we really want you to we want to take you back to those starting days,
Mhm.
because starting something new can be really exciting, but it can be the toughest as well, right? So
Mhm.
our question to you is, can you walk us through those early days? How did you balance a demanding pharmacy job while building your online business?
Yeah, to be honest with you, maybe like to the parents out there and who's working parents too, that wants to look for something else too. I mean, in the beginning was messy, I don't have any business I only know is like to be employee, in the beginning was messy. So some days I was just like going to work and then focus on my job, and then coming home to the kids, and then when they go to bed, I rush through this train like to this business. And also during lunch break, I like on like when I was like manager, like back then, I only have 30 minutes. That 30 minutes I do my business, doing live or everything like training, helping my team. Yeah, it's I only have small pocket of time, but because of the business built for busy people like us, like they have training. Like training is like A through Z. Whatever that you need to be success is in there, and mentoring. Coaching, there's a community that support each other, and everything that we have is just one box in one pocket that I can just go back to. Like if I have time 30 minutes, I know where to go back to. So I can just and yeah, that make it easy for me. And then it's flexible. I can do it here and there, and I didn't realize that just one small pocket of time, like on my time, it can change until like now. Like I have more time now for the business. I mean, that's really like I didn't think that it's gonna change back then because I was just beginning. But I know people are success in this business, and I have to go through that. And even though it's hard, it's not easy because you just add something, but little bit because usually we just scrolling through now back then. And now when I look back, yeah, even though just small time, it's consistent, it's really matter. Yeah. So
Yeah, I can truly relate to you, and I can truly I have seen you how small pockets of time you have utilized in this business. Oh my God. I was so impressed by you. Oh, like when that was back then, back in like maybe 2 years back, that when
yes, yeah.
yeah, and just like this, we had an interview, and then you had invited me as a guest at that time.
Yeah,
And
I was like just get done my job and then like, Samana, I need to interview. Where are you? Well, whatever.
exactly. And then when we were interviewing, and you were, oh my God, and the lightning was something else, and I felt like you're not at home. So I
No,
asked you
I
like,
wasn't at
yeah,
home.
and I
Yeah.
asked you like, where are you? So like, I am utilizing my break time. So within that
Yeah.
30 minutes of break, you were doing business, and I was so
Mhm.
impressed by you. And I know, like you mentioned, I can truly say that little pockets of time, if you utilize, like in 30 minutes time, usually, while we're eating, we're still scrolling this phone or social media, right? At that
Mhm.
time, if you're utilizing those so small pockets of time, this can take you to the huge place, like you are right now.
Mhm.
You have achieved such a big milestone last month, and that's just because of, like you mentioned, utilizing small pockets of time and making it bigger. Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
Amazing. I'm so impressed by you. And that's why, you are such an inspiration to so many people who is working full time, having kids, and then also succeeding in the business. That's amazing. And like, I have seen you so you're so passionate about the business, right? Um,
Mhm.
but many people like have struggled with the fear when starting something.
Mhm.
But like, what fears did you have? Any of the fears did you have, or how did you overcome those fears, if you had any?
Of course, I'm a human being.
Yeah.
Yeah, fear was constant. Like you know what, like if people around me know that I'm always playing safe, I'm just a chicken, like I never do anything big. I always like follow, I think it's just back then, back home when I was grow up, like in school and everything. That's what it's in my mindset back then. So of course, like I was fear of failing, fear of being judged, or fear of wasting time. I mean, it's like, is this gonna work for me? Like, of course, I have that fear, but you know what? I've been living through that fear for so long. Like even school, like I fear to be like part of this, like this team to make something. I fear because like, oh, I wasn't smarter enough. I always like live that true moment until like this business. I don't know. It just enough is enough, because I was in the moment like, like this past 8 years being pharmacist, nothing changed, like still the same and even worse, like what if, of course, with the research and everything. And then back then when I was started, I was present with multiple like a business opportunity. But of course I want to do something that works for me, as a busy mom, working mom, and have little kids. Back then I still breastfeeding too, so I want something like the flexibility, and this is one of it. But the turning point, when I was had that fear. So which one is scarier, trying and failing, or staying stuck for so many years until I'm retired? I still have 30 something years to retire. So, so 30 years and not able to spend time with my kids. I was crying. Not since like I have a value that I want to share to my kids, my faith, everything. If I just leave my kids to someone else, they can't give the same value that we as a parents, right? So that's why I chose courage. Like, besides fear, that's why I started anyway. If I don't know anything about it, but I trust my mentor. I trust the community after all the research, and I pray too. My guidance is prayer, because please give me excitement if this is for me. But if not, then just push it away. But I cannot sleep. I want to start right away. And yeah, since day one until now, I cannot become who I am right now, because not be and yeah, it's not because of this business. My job doesn't make me who I am now. This business, yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that is so inspiring, and I can relate to each word that you said. We are all human being, right? We all have that fear when we start something new, and overcoming that fear is the thing that we all want, right? And even like there's so many people who question about this business, and they question that they have self doubt, and I always say that it's natural. It's natural to have self doubt. We all had that in the beginning, but we took that action because we wanted really to change our situation, what we are at. We wanted to do something for our family, right? And I can really whatever you have mentioned really touched me, and I'm pretty sure it will really inspire a lot of people who are stuck and who are not taking that action for their life. So thank you so much for answering that. And
Thank
after
you.
overcoming all those fear, now you are, you are gaining that time and financial freedom for your family, for yourself. So, what changes have you noticed in your family life since gaining more time and freedom? That's our question.
Yeah. So in after 2 years in the business, I stepped down from my manager. So I I said no more on that. So I just go back to the staff, but I move to different place where I can be flexible. So and that job is very high demanding. It's very hard to get to. I've been like applying for that job for so many years. I never get to. But since I started this business, and because of my confidence level, how I confidence in myself, and I don't doubt in myself, I'm capable of doing things because of this business, and that I get that job, which is helped me through different career path, and like I still use my career, but I don't be burnt out anymore. I'm still, I can be flexible, having present time with my kids, having do this business as well, and then do my career, I know it's very rare, but what I noticed, like, I don't feel like the on my job is the only income that I have. That kind of peace mind, it makes life, everything, it's so peaceful. I Because that you have a backup plan. So if there's something happen, because you know what, like when you only have one job, and then you scare, like, oh, my kids are sick, I'm scared to call out sick, because what if what if, and then, like, we're scared, and then ended up we chose job over our kids, right? But with this kind of business, I know I have a backup plan, and my kids are sick. Oh yeah, I can just call in sick. I don't have that kind of, just as simple as that. I don't have that kind of feeling like, oh my god, what if I lose my job? So something like that. But even though it's not happening, but when you only have one source of income, that's happening. Especially when you are a breadwinner like me. I'm providing the most in the family, and then it just, if I'm sick, if I don't able to take care of myself, everything is falling apart, right? So I'm the source that I have to be peaceful. I have to be balanced with both, like, the needs of my kids is provided, and just be present for them. That's what they need. So, and then I'm able to change other people's life in this business. I just want my kids knowing that we as a woman cannot just sitting down. We are capable than just doing house stuff, you know because we are need to be independent. So I want to show my kids, like, women need to be independent, cannot rely on anybody, and you can do the work, but you can be present with the kids, and yeah, just everything. We can do it all, but, like, in the right way, not the stressful way, but it's in the balanced way. And I found that in this business, I learned so much about the mindset, positive things, and how to do time management, and which one the priority, and everything. So hopefully to answer the question. So those things is very important to me for my kids, since I have two girls. So they have to be a leader one day, and then empower other women out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's so true. And like, even though, like you said, that sense of feeling that you have another source of income, you don't have to worry
Mhm.
about, you don't have to rely in one job only.
Yeah.
Actually, that has happened to me as well. When I was very, very new in this business, even though I was not, very, very successful, or I wasn't really
Yes.
um, you know getting the results at the beginning. If you at first it takes time, right? So
Yeah,
business
right.
doesn't build in one day. So at that time, even though while I was just starting the business, just in one day I started feeling sense of, so I mean, like, there's security, there is something on the side that I can rely on, just in case if I don't cannot be my
Correct.
as a professional nurse, if I cannot go to my job, or let's say, because job can get, you can get hired and fired anytime, right? It's not in our hand.
Right.
So what
Yeah.
if I cannot go to my job anymore? I have something on the side. So that
Yeah.
was such a sense of security, and your heart becomes so happy inside that you
Yeah.
cannot express about it, right? So I have felt that too, so I can really relate to you as well. Yeah.
Yeah. It's very
I
nice
wanted to,
feeling.
I wanted to share something
uh,
because the sense of security we are discussing on that. Me, I always until now, like when I was in Nepal, that was back in 2011. In Nepal, working full time means 8 hours, 6 days, right?
yeah.
Besides that, I used to have another part time because always I used to feel like, what if this something happens to this job? So I needed something backup plan. Since then, even in New Zealand, I went to New Zealand. I used to work at two places, and here, even before I started this business, I used to work in two places. So after I started this business, that feeling we can't express in words, right?
Yeah.
That feeling sense of security, like I that's I wanted to share my.
Yeah, oh my god, I didn't
Yeah,
know that
thank you. Yeah, it's really is, like like my colleague like stressing out because like now in the hospital like they are doing gonna do a strike, because like everything like if I'm working part of the OHSU, Oregon Health Science University is like union, so every 5 years they have a contract, and if the contract is not going through, they're doing strike. It means like no work, right? So
Mhm.
people are already stressing out about it. But like me, like okay, I have something. Like okay, like if strike is fine, So just that simple thing,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's so true. And like Jaya mentioned, I used to actually work so many jobs, even while I was in it. I used to work three jobs, and, and
Oh my
I used to
god.
sleep in my at my work while there is a break. Yeah, I was one of those persons, because I for me, like, sense of security is so much important. I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to be stressed out, like, what if, like you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
So this business came as a rescue for, and it wasn't even like a plan. When I started, it was, of course, it was a plan B. Now it even
Mm-hmm.
became a plan A.
Yeah.
So how amazing is that? So, oh
Amazing.
my gosh,
Yeah.
yes. Thank you so much for sharing that with me, with us here, Maya. And
Yeah.
even though we have all these kind of things, and women kind of still are like stuck with something, like they're
Mm-hmm.
always scared, and they feel like, oh, maybe I cannot do that. They kind of
Cannot do
lower
it anything. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's stuck. So with that being said, like, for women and healthcare professional, who feel stuck, and whether there's a whether in their career or in the motherhood, what advice would you give to them about taking that first step? Because the first step is the hardest step, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So what
Well,
advice would you give to them?
a simple way, don't wait.
Love that.
Yeah, because I know like I have so many like encounter many people like, oh, I'm so busy, I don't have time right now. Well, that's the reason you have to start.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Right, because like
exactly.
people thinking about like, oh, I want to start this business when I have time. You will never have time. You start this business to have more time, right? But in the
Yes.
beginning, of course, you don't have time, but you build something to make that happen. So perfect moment, waiting until I have like I'm ready. No one is ready here when they started, but they know that they have to change something. I know it's hard. Like to begin something is so hard, but not yeah. But it's better than waiting because so many people that because I've been in this business for 4 years, right? Some people like come to me like after 3 years, like seeing me like doing this business, and they just see the journey, it's just going improve, improve, improve every year. Even though I'm not talking, I'm so fast, but I'm just taking my time because there's but it's getting there, but it show them that one small step today, it matters years later. If you're doing job, you work for someone else, the increase of payment is not gonna be higher. It's only 1%, 2%, maybe sometimes nothing, But here is unlimited, like, limitless. I don't know how to say. So yeah, if you want to create the life that you want, you have to start when you're not ready.
Yeah, start anyway, start messy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when you feel excitement, you'll be surrounded with positive minded people and successful people. You kind of learn from that people. Like I like how that's how I learned from Samana too. Like when I met like years ago, it's like how can she be successful, like just kind of yeah, see, because it's a mom too with the kids busy, so we learn how other people's doing, and then we kind of like inspired by it, okay, I want to be that kind of person, if she can do it, why can't I, like you guys here, if we all can do it, why can't you?
Yes.
You're not different than any one of us. We have the same thought when we begin with. We are not ready. It's hard, but it's true. The journey is fun, and it changes your life. Yeah, changing your life.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then small changes, like it makes us, this business teaches us to be happy in the small things as well, At
Mhm.
first, when I did this, when I was in the business, like, I mean, I used to not really rejoice the small things that happens in our life. But here you get, we just learn with the, like, the positive mindset. We learn
Yeah,
so many things because we are surrounded with the people who are positive and like-minded people.
yeah,
So we start enjoying the little things in our life, and that little things become bigger and bigger and bigger. It takes a big shape, and it starts to shape our whole life, which is just amazing. Yeah, and I remember you meeting in the 2023. I think I was pregnant at the time in Canada, right?
yeah. In the Calgary,
Yes, in Calgary.
yes,
Yes,
second.
it was great.
Yeah.
It was amazing, and that's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that, Maya.
Yes.
So recently you hit the tough, the biggest milestone. And our next question is, what's the bigger mission for you or purpose behind what you're building now? And how does this milestone play in that vision?
That's a big question, yeah. So I know in the beginning, my mission is for me how I can be present for my kids. But now my mission is, there's so many people out there like me, probably like, breadwinner, working moms, and maybe in healthcare professional like me, and anyone who've ever felt stuck and don't know what's I'm here to kind of like want to share this more and more, like because I feel this is like I'm not special like anyone else, like I have no any different, I think the difference is only I'm brave enough to start, so
We're
I just
all the
want to
same.
yeah, we're all the same. So I just want to share to these other people out there, like probably have the same thing, that you are capable of doing things. I know probably you are scared if it's real or not. Just for me, when I heard that US, and we know that it's legitimate and we pay taxes, I'm in. you know so as long as like I'm safe, this business is legitimate, and then I have support and I have training and it's flexible, I can do it while I'm working, I'm in right away, because there's no other business out there that can give those. I've seen it. Even though just other online business, you will have so many inventory, so many shipping and stuff like that. Here we don't have to worry about that. Yeah. True. Yeah. So because we have everything in place, like automated everything. So yeah. So for me, anybody can do this. I've seen it so many people. Like I have my mentee, like 60-year old, you know, she's on fire, even sometimes like the younger people is like don't have that fire yet. So why not, like 60 people can do that. They don't she doesn't even know how to copy paste in the beginning, but she has that desire to change. So that's the only thing that we need. If you have that big desire, fire, that you want to change something in your life, this is it. I
I love
can,
that
yeah.
you want to be an example to and show the people like this is possible,
Mhm.
working at the
Possible,
full
yeah.
time, and having such a successful career, working in such an amazing, great university, and all those kind of. Even though you have everything, the main thing you're hungry of is like your time with your family. Your happiness is the most that matters, and you want to show
Mhm.
to people that this is possible while you're working on a career, and also you can build something on the side little by little, and you can make it big and make a big impact in other people and change other people's and make other people's dream come true as well. I love that. Thank you so much, Maya.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Jaya, maybe we should read some comment over here since we are
Yeah.
at the end of the podcast right now. So let me open the comments. Oh, okay. We have some comments. Okay. So Picture Tapa says watching live. Thank you, Picture. We have Sasmuda Baraldi. Very inspiring. Thank you for sharing. Watching live from Pennsylvania. Thank you so
Oh,
much. Simrik Turadar, hello and good evening to all from Chicago. Hi, thank you so much. And you inspire a lot, women empowerment. Thank you so much for that. And we have Sunita Global Business and Co. Hello, watching live from Kathmandu, Nepal. Thank you so much for sharing, sis. Thank you. We have Jyoti Adhikari watching live from Perth, Australia. This shows how global we are since we have Jaya also here. And even though Maya is in the USA, she lives all the way in Oregon in the West Coast in Pacific Coast. And then I live in that East Coast. We are like all the way across each other. And she's we're already global here. Oh my God.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And thank you so much,
very
Jyoti.
global.
Yeah, and Devaki Gimire says, "Hello, watching from New York. Thank you, Devaki, for watching us." And she says, "Very inspiring, and thank you for sharing. Thank you, Devaki, for watching us. I am glad it's inspiring." And Nisi Fong, hello from San Francisco. Thank you so much. So yeah, that's about it. We're almost to the end of our podcast now.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Maya, for sharing your journey with us. I am inspired, so I'm pretty sure everyone who's watching live and will be watching replay will be inspired by your journey. And your story is a strong reminder that that permission to change our lives comes from within. It's us who need to change our life, right? And that freedom, that time and financial freedom is possible. Even if you are working full time, you are a mom, it is possible. You are an example. So thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Yes, and absolutely. Your bravery, your commitment to family, and your willingness to build something new are truly inspiring, Maya. And we know your story is going to resonate with so many women listening today.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me here again and again. So I know many of us out there who's feeling stuck, if you see this, and if you've been seeing everyone here, we are helping you, guiding you to whoever that you want to go, and
Yes.
win together. Yeah.
Get together, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you to all our listeners for tuning in. And and if today's episode is like inspiring you, it's inspired you, then please share it with someone who needs to hear it.
Yes, if you have someone who's complaining about work, if you have someone who's complaining that he or she is not happy with their work, if someone is complaining, even if they are working so hard, they're not able to save, and if someone is working 9 to 5 and and he or she is complaining that they don't have family time, please share this with them. You might change their life because this business is a solution. So if you feel this is inspiring, please share with someone who needs this. And until next time, keep believing in your story, keep taking bold steps, and keep creating your own
Oh,
victories.
victories. Thank you so much. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.